talking about sex tonight. Are y'all ready to talk about sex? Yes. So, here's the thing. We're going to talk about a couple of things like sex toys, swinging, certain things that people want to know that they don't want to ask, but we're going to try to find the answer for them. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So I just love the energy of the crowd. Let me hear you cheer one more time. So today we're going to talk about sex. We're going to talk about a couple of things. The internet is blowing me up, inboxing me like crazy. My emails going crazy. And all these questions came through. And some of the questions was, listen to this. Yolanda, how do you know if a girl is squirting or peeing? How can you identify the difference? Well, first of all, I don't know about any girl's vagina personally, because I haven't been that close to another female's vagina to know if she's squirting or not. I never made a vagina squirt, so yeah, the doctor said they can't really identify if it's squirting or peeing or what causes it, but the only way that you can identify is by tasting and smelling. So there's your answer. Look, tasting or smelling. So she pissed in your mouth and it's a little salty.
Yeah.
It's pee. If it's not salty, it's coming. So, and the next question was another question that I really didn't know how to answer, so I had to go to my fellas. One of the questions was, ask the guys when they are having sex and their penis goes soft while we are having sex. What does that mean? I've never had that experience before, so maybe it's not that great a vagina. I don't know. But maybe he's, got some medical problems. Maybe I can go to some of my audience members that have not. Okay, so listen, I'm going to my audience members and they're going to try to help me answer some of these questions. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to call one of my audience members up. I'm going to go out here to the audience and we're going to talk to them and ask them, maybe they know, because I don't know. A penis never went soft inside me. They always stay kind of hard. So, welcome to the Yolanda Smilez Show. So you might have an answer to some of those questions, correct?
Correct.
All right, so what is your theory or what have you heard?
I've heard a scenario from someone else that he could have been just too excited because you made him wait too long.
Oh, okay. Excuse, oh, boo. The audience says, okay. He's excited. Well, he probably should have jacked off before he came over. That's the number one. And another question was, and I'm going to ask the audience this question as well. A deal breaker, if you're in a relationship and one of the people don't do oral sex, is that a deal breaker for you? Yeah. Do you, so they have to suck penis and they have to lick the vagina. My audience say yes to oral sex. Let me hear you say yes. Therefore, the deal breaker is if you're not sucking or licking, they're not with you at Yolanda Smilez Show. Well, let's get into the show. Right now I'm going to introduce my first guest. She's a phenomenal woman. She's been all over. She's a blogger. She's a seamstress. I love her so much. She does so many things. But the one thing that she's going to help us with is sex toys and other items that can enhance us in the bedroom. I want you to put your hands together for Miss Tracy Anastasia. Tracy. So Tracy, welcome to the Yolanda Smilez Show. How are you? Awesome, awesome. This crowd is crazy. They're wild, they're sexy, hot, and horny. So you are right in the right place, Tracy. Well, I got Tracy coming to the show because she does some great things. She's not just a blogger, but she also is her own independent sex toy, right?
I'm the sex toy lady.
Oh, she says she is the sex toy lady. Let me have you say that one more time.
Yes, I am the sex toy lady.
Okay. I know that's right, girl. What you say? So, when people come to you, I know I've come to you plenty of times and said, Tracy, I need some advice. So, how do I work this thing out? You know, and you are a very good, experienced person with, you know, giving advice about sexual things like that. So, I just want you to talk about just your experience and just your company and the name of your company, and we can go from there.
Well, first of all, good evening. I'm really excited to be here tonight. Yolanda's one of my favorite people. I have a company called Grown and Sexy Things. I've had that company since 2005. It started with just online sales because I've always been pretty passionate about sex and sex toys. You know, I'm 50 years old. I had stereotypical... I was a young mom. I had my first daughter when I was 16 years old, and that was at a time where sex was not discussed as openly in homes as it is now. So I made the decision as I got a little older that my daughters would have a different experience when it came to sex. So I educated myself and decided to start the business, and people started asking me to do parties. And it just kind of grew from there. So again, I've been doing it since 2005. I do all different types of parties. I do bachelorette parties. I do what I call erotica 101 classes for couples. I've not done classes for gay men. I have done lesbian parties. I've done, you know, lifestyle swinger parties. So pretty much whatever the need is, I'm willing to accommodate my customers.
So Tracy, in your classes, like you say, you conduct a lot of classes as far as sexual classes for people to come. What goes on in some of these classes that you do, like the couples class, for some of the people that's dating and probably want to try some different things? What do you offer at the classes?
At the class, and again, it depends on the group, but what we're going to do is we're going to talk about exploring sensuality. With couples, I find the education piece is a lot more for the men. I'm not trying to get on you fellas, but a lot of men are intimidated by sex toys and not wanting to explore their sexuality in that way. They're just like a straight, you know, in and out, get it done. But there are a lot of ways that sex toys can enhance sexuality. Sex toys definitely don't replace straight sex without anything, but it definitely can enhance it. For example, using a good lubricant will allow you to have a longer session. If you have a partner who's very, very well endowed, you know, first of all, God bless you, you know, but a good lubricant is going to help make it a little more comfortable for you. For men, for example, we have cock rings, and they come in different, and I don't have one with me tonight, but they come made of different things, and the purpose of a cock ring is to help the man maintain his erection longer. So what he would do is, he would put the cock ring at the base of his penis. When he becomes fully erect, that ring stops the flow of blood back into his body and it maintains that erection longer. So I explain that, you know, that type of thing to my students, if you will. You know, we use things like massage oils. You know, for example, I have tonight, and I'm happy to show it to anyone who wants to see it, a massage candle. It's a soy-based candle, melts into a nice massage oil. A lot of times, starting out the foreplay with that, the touching, the caressing, you know, the sensation of the warm oil relaxes your partner and gets you into the mood.
Okay. So, Tracy,
Now, with these sex toys, you did bring some things for us here today to see. So, audience, I mean, are you out there using sex toys? Are sex toys part of your forte, your foreplay? Is anybody out there using any good sex toys? Yeah. All right. Well, anybody got some in their purses right now? Well, I want Tracy to show some of the items. I want Tracy to show some of the items that she did bring so that we can be able to see some of the things and she can explain some of the toys that she brought with us and that you can be able to order them with her and maybe set up a party with her and just have a big old fun time, you know what I mean? So let's see what Tracy has in her bag.
So this is my Wonder Woman bag, my magic bag. Okay.
love her.
The first thing that I'm going to show you is called Emotion Lotion. It's been around for a really long time, comes in 31 different flavors. And this is the lotion that gets worn when you blow on it. And it's flavored. So the cool thing about this is that if you're dealing with someone who's reluctant about performing oral sex on you, this type of oil is going to make it taste good and encourage them to want to do it more. And the fact that it gets warm again adds that sensation. So what I've got here tonight, I believe this one is peppermint. You guys are welcome. I'm going to leave these things out available for you to put a little bit on your hand.
Do I have an audience member that want to come up and try something? Come on, babe. Put some on your hand. All right. I don't want to put it on the penis, but I want to. I'm going to have one of mine. Vince, why don't you come up here and blow on it?
Blow on it, baby.
It's a birthday boy.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Well, thank you. Introduction first.
Yeah, right? Well, nice knowing you,
Thank you.
bitch.
You blow very well. Yes. Yes.
Oh, shit, you did good, man. All right, we'll see y'all later.
So the next thing I want to show you is one of my favorite products, and this is a silky sheet spray. I am of the opinion that the very best sexual experiences are the ones that appeal to as many of the five senses as possible. So you hold on to that.
Yes.
That's a spray that you can spray on your sheets. It comes out as a powder. It smells nice. It feels very nice. That particular scent is called Black Lace. I enjoyed that scent so much that I actually tried to use it as a body spray once. And being as dark complected as I am, it didn't work out quite as I thought it would. But you definitely want to smell that. It just smells wonderful.
All right. So, don't spray it on yourself, but we can just like put it on a napkin. Yeah, there we go. This is for all the hoes that be trying to like freshen up their sheets when they got
So you're going to feel like I'm telling you guys that everything I show you is my favorite thing. This is the vibrating rubber ducky.
Come on, man. Can't hear.
So with the rubber ducky, and this actually comes, he has, he can come with different little outfits on, like a little bondage outfit. They have the ones with the little feather boas around their necks and everything. So to turn it on, you're going to press on his butt. Hold that. Now that has 3 speeds. So press his back again on the label. And then he's got one more. He is waterproof. So you definitely can use him.
I definitely want to bring an audience member up here for this. What I'll do is I'll pass it out.
Has it been used? No.
So are you guys enjoying some of this stuff? So we got the oil and the rubber ducky. So when you're taking a bath, you can just put that rubber duck right there and be all by yourself with whoever your love in your life is. Because you know, when you are married, you kind of masturbate to the one that you want to do it to. Okay, Tracy has another product for us, so let's check this out.
Alright, so what I have here is I have Kama Sutra body paint. Again, something that can be really fun because it comes with paint and a little paintbrush, so you can, you know, write letters, you can do really arts and crafts and lick the chocolate off of each other. You know, creating that sensory experience. This is, I believe this one is the milk chocolate. It also comes in dark chocolate raspberry.
Now, will we gain weight if we lick that?
If you do, you'll work it off.
Every fat girl's gonna use that as an excuse to eat chocolate.
Let me just say, because whenever I describe products, I'm always careful to use the word flavored and not edible. Because some people, when you say edible, think that they can just get a spoon and have a light snack, and that's not really what that's intended for. It is very tasty, but things that are edible, they're flavored just so that if your mouth comes into contact with them, they taste good and it's a pleasant experience.
Awesome. What else you got in your bags of great?
I'm not going to pull that one out yet.
Okay.
I want to talk for a second about vibrators. There's all different kinds of vibrators. There's bullets, there's ones that look like penises. Vibrators can be used on men and on women. Let me just say that when it comes to using it on a man, my husband's not here so I can talk about him. He will let me use a vibrator on him. But he is not letting, because he is very aggressively heterosexual, he is not letting anything that looks at all like a penis anywhere near him. So a bullet is something that I would use on him, and I would use that, you know, on the shaft of his penis. I would use it on his testicles. Just like women have a G-spot that I'm going to talk about in a moment, men have what we call a V-spot. So right beneath the head of the penis on the underside, there's a little spot that looks like a V. It is called the frenulum. It's the
When you want to pull their penis out.
Exactly. I was going to do that type of shot. But that's probably the most sensitive spot to put a vibrator on a man. And actually, these are okay. When it comes to using a vibrator on a woman, where you're going to use the vibrator, and women, if you're using it yourself, the most effective place is going to depend on how you achieve orgasm most easily. Some women have to have clitoral stimulation, in which case any type of vibrator is going to work, and you don't necessarily need something quite this big. You know, you can use a bullet and that'll get the job done. I'm a clitoral stimulation. Okay, good to go. Some women have to have penetration. If you have to have penetration, you probably need G-spot stimulation. Does everybody know what and where their G-spot is?
I do.
Like everyone's like, hey, near the northwest of my vagina.
G-spot stimulation actually plays into what you were saying earlier about squirting. Because if you want to squirt, and if you have not, I'm trying to let you know that it is a life-changing experience. Your G-spot is inside the vagina, the top wall, about 1.5 inches or so in. You can feel it because it's a little textured, almost feels like the surface of a walnut. So fellas, if you're trying to stimulate your baby's G-spot and you want to do it with your finger, you're going to insert your fingers palm up, and you're going to do like a come hither type motion. And that's going to get it done. Vibrators like this that are flexible are good for G-spot stimulation because you can insert it and bend it to where you want it, turn that power on, and get it popping. I want that.
This is all great stuff. I mean, definitely, Tracy. I mean, this is like, I think everyone, vagina and penis in here is probably like, yeah, I'm going to go home and try that. And the people at home are like, Yeah, I probably got somebody masturbating at home right now. How is it going for you? But no, these are great items, and if they wanted to purchase these items, where would they purchase them from?
Our website is www.grownedandsexythings.com. I do have, for all of you here this evening, a slip of paper that has my contact information, but there's also a discount code on there that will give you 10% off of any purchase. You can reuse the code as often as you like, and it has no expiration.
All right, that's awesome. Let's give it up for my guest today, Miss Tracy. Yes, from Sex and Grown. So let's give it up for my guest today, Miss Tracy from Sexy and Grown, and we love her and we thank you for all of the information. Let's give it up for her.